character designs provided by Demon Artie. Be sure to follow her over on Twitter at ArtieDemon. Want to be first to have access to early artwork, concept sketches, exclusive art that can't be seen anywhere else? Then support Demon Artie over on her Patreon. Link in description below. Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 Podcast. I am your host, Crimson Sin. Be sure to follow us over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord. Link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. Finally getting back into some more comic book reviews. The last one I did was the Shiro graphic novel. So we're going to actually talk about something that's actually good and I actually recommend. Machi, the Lazy Witch, issue 2. I did review issue 1. You can still pick up both these, I believe, at the Indiegogo. I'll leave a link in the description below for that. And it's $8. You get both issues and a couple extra goodies, like a wallpaper and all that kind of stuff. If it's not available, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure it was when you click on it, so it looks like you can buy it. So it's going to be there in the description, and I highly recommend it. I like this story, and basically, this is how I know something's good, when you can get me invested in a story that is basically a girl going school shopping for school supplies. That's the whole second issue, but you care because you care about the characters. You want to see Machi succeed, and you can tell that she has some reservations about this whole thing about going to school and everything, and she's there with her big sister, and it's just, there's a lot of stuff going on, and we get introduced to some new characters, we get to some world building, which is, I think, one of the hardest things to do in a story, is to make the reader believe that this world is living, it's breathing, it existed before the characters entered it. That's a lot of problems I have with some other stories, where it just feels like nothing was happening till the main character was doing stuff. Here, this whole world is moving along. It's a school, there's a shopping area, everyone has their own stuff and that they're doing, and Machi we're learning the world through her eyes, which I think is the best way to do it. But yeah, to get right into the actual comic, we start off right where we left off before, where they're like, okay, they get to their dorm and everything, and she has her little room set up, and she wakes up, 7:01, time to get up and get ready. Of course, her older sister has everything ready to go, and she's looking at her list, and, she's like, oh, wow, you got a lot of stuff here. She has to get textbooks, uniform, has to get her familiar. And again, for non-magical people who don't know these things, a familiar is like your magical pet. It's the most simplest way to put it, but it's going to be like your companion. So she's getting ready to go on this little adventure, and this world is so cute. I just love it. Look at these little ravens. They have ladybug backs. It's ridiculously cute. I love it. But I also like how they set up this there's a teleport pad. And they also make mention that, if it's still working, so maybe things aren't in best shape here. But that's how you get around town. You go there, use your magic, and boom, they're in the shopping center, which is pretty cool. I like it. There's outdoor shots, people who have like kind of like a swap meet bazaar looking thing. And then there's like actual shops. It's really cool. I kind of want to visit this place. It'd be pretty fun. And the expressions that Machi makes when she sees things, like her starry eyes, she has this big smile. She's excited to see this world because it's all brand new to her and it's brand new to us, which is awesome. I like that idea of we can be excited for her and with her at the same time. So she's walking around and look at this. We get Mrs. Cool here. Oh, she's just by looking at it, she has a cool jacket, the little gloves, and she's drinking her soda like holding the little, because the little tops of these soda bottles are like collectibles. And she's just cool. Look how cool her design is, even like her eye color and everything. Very, very cool character design. Machi sees her, and she's kind of like, oh wow, that she has that there's definitely, I don't want to talk to her, but I do want to talk to her, that kind of feeling. We also get this with Machi's older sister, that she's being a little too protective at times, a little too treating her like a little kid. She's not, but you can't help it. When you're an older sibling, you just do that. You protect your younger ones. But she's a young woman. She can do her own things, like, oh, you wait here. Oh, hold my hand. Oh, don't go over here. Come on, seriously, you gotta let up just a little bit. She has her wait outside. She's gonna go get some stuff done because she's trying to get her a good deal, but to save some money on a lot of these school supplies. I mean, they have to buy used. They have to, you gotta make a deal. She sees that other girl, the one who was drinking the drop pop, and she's like, oh wow, you want to trade, because she collects the little tops, little marbles or whatever. And she's like, oh yeah, and it looks like this could be a friend for Machi. I'm like, oh, she's kind of like the cool girl. Machi's like the shy, cute girl. I like it. I like this dynamic. She's like, oh yeah, you want to trade this one? She's like, oh, and she's having a pretty good time. But of course, she pegs her as like, oh, you must be new here. You're acting a little too excited. And this is another thing where Machi kind of gets embarrassed for just being herself because, you know, you're at school and everyone else already knows what to do and you don't. So she kind of has that anxiety, but she's cool about it. She's like, oh, don't worry about it. I'm new too, you know, and she introduces herself. She's Aspen and, you know, I like her. I like how her pigtails flip up. It's really cute. And it's like, wow, I like the fact that she's making a friend. But here comes her sister and she's like, oh no, the Violet sisters. You don't want to, you know, whatever, let's get out of here. I'm like, wow, her sister's being really mean to her. Like, what for? She seems like a pretty nice girl. But it's like, you know, I can't tell you what to do, but don't hang around with her because they're not good. These Garrick sisters they're not good for anybody. She's like, oh, why? Don't worry about it. I'll tell you later. So we got some drama there. So I'm assuming that she had issues with her older sister. But it looks like the younger sister seems to be pretty cool. So I don't know. They get to the familiar shop and it's like a pet shop. You know, you walk in, all the different little magical creatures. You get to meet the shop owner and everything. It's cute. I cannot use this word. I mean, look at these starry eyes. It's absolutely adorable. So she's going to go and look at some of these, you know, familiars. Which one do I want for me? Cute little like ferret, squirrel looking things, some little slugs. And she sees like this, I'm assuming this is a geo rock kind of monster and she loves it. And I actually like this idea. This is actually really, really cool. She's like, oh, let's see if you're compatible. You know, you can put your hand on the glass and then it does like a power reading if you can match up with this familiar because you want to have that connection. And she does it and she it doesn't necessarily fail, but saying, oh, you're not a good match. And then some other girls in the shop kind of laugh at her. I'm like, oh, there's some, these mean girls, they make me mad. Like, hey, she's trying. I mean, can't you tell that she's brand new and you don't need to be putting people down. But of course, you know, these kinds of little things almost bring Machi to tears. She kind of starts getting a little misty-eyed because she already feels out of place. She already feels like I'm not good enough for this and I shouldn't be here. And then now you got people laughing at me because it's, you know, but of course, you know, the shopkeeper's a nice old man. He's like, you know what? Do some classes, get better, you know, get stronger in your magic and then come back because this guy's really, really strong. So you need to be a little bit more magically proficient. But she's like, yeah, okay, you know, they walk out. I like this dynamic, the sister dynamic, the family dynamic, where like, she's like, hey, Rena, didn't you want a familiar? I'm thinking she is being that strong sister. You know, she comes with the excuse, oh, no, not really. You know, there's another mouth to feed and I got to look after you. Is this a reverse crutch? Is this like, instead of getting to all my potential, you know, I'm going to use these things as excuses. They're holding me back. Oh, I have another mouth to feed. Oh, I got to take care of you. I think Rena has the ability to do all these things, but I think she's holding herself back and using her sister as an excuse, maybe just a little bit. Maybe she's doing it subconsciously, but you know, I think that is something she's going to have to deal with that. Oh, I got to be the older sister. I got to do everything for my sister. I think she's going to come to realize that Machi can do things on her own. Yeah, she's going to need help. She's always going to need her sister, but she's going to be able to make decisions and figure things out on her own as well. I can't wait to see this dynamic grow. But they get to the wand shop because you need a wand too. And I can, anyone, college, you buy used books, right? But you got to save that money. So you have to buy a used wand. And I love they take the time to explain that just the idea of used wands. Oh, when people drop out or they don't finish school, they sell their wands back to the thing. They have to give them back. So we can get one of these. It's going to be cheaper. And they have warranties at this shop. So we will definitely need to, if we're going to spend a lot of money, we're going to spend it here because, you know, if you break your wand, you can get it replaced. You see one that they like, and it's a really cute little pink wand. And is this I think we might be getting Machi's latent powers, that she actually is really powerful because she really like, connects with this wand and makes like a really powerful, like it's doing like a big glow. It's pretty good. But, you know, these same two girls are laughing at her because, oh, she can't control it. And then she kind of lets it get loose and then it kind of like pops and snaps. And of course her sister puts up a shield so it doesn't hurt her. But I'm thinking, wow, she could have, I don't know, kind of like, I don't know if it would have been more than like a static shock. But even I don't know if she's being a salesman. She's like, oh, wow, that was great. That was pretty good. We usually don't get to see such a connection like this. Is she selling her on it? Either way, it makes Machi feel like, oh, wow, I actually did something awesome. And she gets praised for it, and rightfully so. So she got her wand now. Really cool. I'll have to get her uniform, but man, there's a line out like it's wrapped around the building. So she's like, oh, forget it. We don't have time for this. You'll just have to wear my hand-me-downs and we'll get it like hemmed up. So it's like, you know, I come from a big family, hand-me-downs. It's the fact of life. You can't deny it. Then she's like, hey, go get I'm going to go get the tailor kit. You go get your stationery, your papers, your pens, all that stuff. So she starts to walk in. Lo and behold, she gets lost. Like instantaneously, she gets lost. She runs into her friend again. the one that, oh, you have to stay away from them. And she's like, oh, wow, do you know where the stationery store is? And she's being super friendly. I like her. I like this. I think they could be super, super good friends. Then this other girl shows up. This Madonna, circa 1980s Madonna shows up. And I'm assuming this is her sister. They don't explicitly say this is her sister, but they have similar hair and eyes. And the way they talk to each other, I'm thinking is they got to be that other sister, older sister. And of course, she's like, oh, who are you hanging out with? That's been all this riffraff on that. And then, of course, her friend's kind of defending her. And, leave us alone and all that. And I kind of like this. It's a tiny, tiny little bit in the dialogue here. When she tells her to get out of my face, there's a get out of my face. So you can tell that she's not super confident, and she still had a little stutter in her voice. So she's a little bit scared of this person, intimidated a little bit, but I'm thinking this is her sister. So, of course, older sister, she's stronger, she's bigger, she's all that good stuff. So she's going to give her guff. And this whole conflict here is upsetting Machi. And magic, in most magical stories, your emotions play a huge role in your magical ability. So her wand starts going off because she's like, oh no, my friend's getting into a fight, I don't know what to do. And it zaps off again, and it hits that other girl. And she's like, oh. And you can tell it did a little bit of damage to her. And she's like, oh yeah, okay, now we're going to fight. And Machi's like, oh no, she's not ready for some magical fight on, not even a first day of school yet. But her Aspen holds her off and puts up like a little shield, and she tells her just run away. She takes off, and her bun gets undone, and her hair's all a mess, and she just hides like down an alleyway, and then she kind of lets it all out. She even admits, just to the sky. She just admits to herself that I even tried to fail the entrance exam. Like, I didn't want to do this. I'm not ready. It's scary, because she is that first time away from home, going to college. It's away from all your comfort zone. But the only way you can truly grow is to step out of your comfort zone. And I hope Machi can grow as that character and become a little bit more confident to be that, to reach her potential. Because as you can see here, that she has some good magical potential that she can get to. And we get this absolutely ridiculously adorable little dude. Look at this little like jelly guy. And he's like, hiding out in the alley too. And she's like, oh, hey, little guy, come here. Did you get thrown out in the trash too? So he was abandoned. And Machi's sad, and he kind of jumps up on her knee, and he's trying to like help her out, and he's cute as hell. Like, he even boops her on the nose. I mean, I love this little dude. He even draws. Look at this little drawing he did, like with a little crayon and everything. Well, I don't know. It doesn't get any more adorable than this little guy. But here we go. This is going to be her familiar, I suppose. And she got herself a little friend. And she's like, got her confidence back, let's, move forward and get get the rest of the day done. And that's the end of the issue. I love it. It's great. There's, I want more. It's like, oh, it ends right there. Like, what the heck? I want to see her first day at school. I want to meet the teachers. I want to learn, how exactly all the magic works. It seems to be that some people can, they do the magic just with their hands. Then there's also wands. I'm wondering if there's like incantations and magic books, and like, it's all different kinds of magic. But I'm invested in Machi's journey. I like this Aspen girl. She's definitely the cool one between the two, but I think there's a really good friendship there. I want to know what went down between the older sisters. I'm pretty sure there was a rivalry there or something that made it to where they don't trust each other. But it looks like the younger sisters actually like each other and they could be really good friends. But yeah, what a fun, cute, adorable comic. And I definitely want to see more. And if there's any more issues coming out, I'll support it. I'll let you guys know over on Twitter, and I'll probably make a video about it too. But yeah, definitely support independent artists. Follow Raven over on her Twitter account. I'll have all that information in the description below. But yeah, tons of fun. You like cute stuff, you like magic, definitely check this out. Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15 Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.